is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. At this time, I'd like to yield 4 minutes to my good friend and previous chairman of the Veterans Affairs Committee and great advocate for our nation's heroes, Chris Smith of New Jersey.
The gentleman from New Jersey is recognized.
Thank you very much. And I first of all want to thank Chairman Takano, special thanks to him, and Ranking Member Dr. Rowe for including my bipartisan bill, HR-4235, the Accelerating Veterans Recovery Outdoors Act, into the Compact Act that is before the House today. Madam Speaker, introduced 17 months ago, I'm especially grateful for the work of my good friend and colleague Adam Smith of Washington, the lead Democrat co-sponsor, and all 135 co-sponsors of this legislation. And special thanks to the veteran service organizations, outdoor groups, and a big shout out to the Sierra Club for the groundbreaking work that they have done to advance outdoor recreation as an extraordinarily effective form of healing for veterans suffering from PTSD and other psychological consequences from their service. The legislation requires the Secretary of Veterans Affairs to establish an interagency task force on the use of public lands to provide medical treatment and therapy to veterans through outdoor recreation. Specifically, the task force duties include, first, to identify opportunities to formalize coordination between the Department of Veterans Affairs, public land agencies, and partner organizations regarding the use of public lands or other outdoor spaces for medical treatment and recreational therapy for veterans. Secondly, to identify barriers that exist to providing veterans with those opportunities. And third, to develop recommendations to better facilitate the use of public lands or other outdoor spaces for preventive care, medical treatment, and therapy. And they, after hopefully an exhaustive analysis, will provide recommendations to Congress within a year. Madam Speaker, research has increasingly shown that outdoor recreation can be an effective form of treatment and healing for veterans. While many nonprofit organizations, VSOs, and other private companies have used the outdoors to help heroes to heal, providing a greater coordination among key federal agencies will open up new opportunities for veterans on public lands and other outdoor spaces. Blake, Madam Speaker, is a combat wounded veteran who served in Iraq. By the time he was 20, Blake was suffering severe depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, and he made 3 visits to the VA psychiatric wards and a substance abuse rehab. But it was a backpacking trip led by the Sierra Club Military Outdoors that changed his entire perspective. With growing hope, Blake began participating in backpacking trips to Yosemite, Ansel Adams, and Big Bend. He said the shared experiences in the outdoors taught him purpose, self-reliance, and the healing powers of nature. Blake reports that in, quote, every Texas sunrise in the desert or sunset next to an alpine lake, I found more beauty and serenity than I thought existed. I found camaraderie with other veterans sharing our stories on the trail. The darkness of what I had experienced couldn't compare to the light I saw in watching a trout swim in the Merced River with Half Dome looming nearby. And when the depression and the anxiety and everything else that comes with PTSD creeps back into my life, I know just what to do, he said. Strap on a backpack and get outside. I urge support for the legislation, and I thank my friends for including it in this bill.